Good afternoon. It is great to be with you today. So I just want to talk with you guys a little bit about being able to go towards Christ. Not just go towards Christ, but why we should be able to go towards Christ in terms of being more like Christ and how that actually helps us. So today I'm recording this video. I'm outside, whatever. There's a lot of people passing by. But I hope you guys are able to sit down and we can talk a little bit about this. If you have experiences with how you try to be more close to Christ, let me know down in the comments below. But basically, I've been reading this book called Self-Mastery. And one of the main concepts that he talked about is why it is so important for us to consciously, not just kind of like try to be like Christ, but consciously go towards being a better person in Christ overall. So he said that the main thing that we have to understand is that if you don't make a conscious decision, if we don't make a conscious decision to try and go towards love, wisdom, and courage, which those are the three principles for him, but it's similar to the same thing as Christ is asking us to do: the love, hope, peace, joy, kindness, all that stuff. He says if you don't make a conscious decision to go towards that stuff, you will naturally go back into your inclination as a human to be self-centered and to be negative. So every single one of us has the inclination to be negative. I mean, like, even myself, man. Like, I feel like I'm somebody, at the time, there was a time where I felt like I was trying to get closer to Christ. I was trying to get closer to Christ and, reading my Bible and doing this stuff, but it was still so hard because in the moments where my emotions really got pulled out, whether that was like in a little fight with my girlfriend, whatever it might be, it was really hard to stay into that positive energy, into that positive light. And I thought, like, why is that happening? Like, I thought I'm getting closer to Christ. Shouldn't it just automatically be that I'm automatically a better person now? I'm automatically a super positive person with a smile on my face every day. But that wasn't happening. So in this book, it really helped me see that it's something that we have to actively choose to go towards every single day. He says that if you don't do it every single day, it's kind of like this natural inclination that's going to pull you towards negativity, that's going to pull you towards the ability of things that are going to, because of that green card, my bad. But the things that are going to pull you towards that negativity and going to pull you towards self-centeredness and only focusing on yourself. And what that leads to is that self-consciousness. All of a sudden, we start focusing just on ourselves. We can't look outside ourselves because we're thinking about how we look. We're thinking about how people are perceiving us and all that stuff. But if we could go and choose to go towards, I think my camera's good. If we choose to go towards that love, that hope, that peace, and that joy, all of a sudden we start to see that in our life. It's one of the most important things for us, because I think once you start living through this love of being able to love and have hope and peace and joy, and not only that, but being able to try to go towards that every single day. Like for myself, I've been listening to a lot of Joel Osteen because that's something that helps me remind me how important it is to live in that love. But reading my Bible, I've been praying, and I've been consciously thinking about it. Stuff as simple as that allows us to stay in that love throughout our day. And it's not just for other people, man. It's not just that we're going to be able to love other people, but it's a different feeling overall for ourselves. So like yesterday, me and my girlfriend, we were kind of like chilling. We were chilling. She was doing some homework, and all of a sudden, I had been thinking about this concept of unconditional love. That unconditional love is, you don't need no condition from it. Like if you go and smile at somebody down the street, you don't need them to smile back to you. You're just giving the smile. If you need a smile back, and you're gonna get upset if they don't give it to you, that's conditional love. So I was thinking about that, and I was trying to give that unconditional love to my girlfriend yesterday. And I'm giving it to her, and I'm just like washing the dishes. I'm freaking making her some burritos. I'm doing everything I can. She's over there doing homework. I go to her. She's trying to do something with ChatGPT to help her with her homework, but it's not like generating. So I'm like, hey, like, look, it's not generating. It's not loading. She thinks it's loading, but it's not loading. She gets upset. She's like, you know what? Like, whatever, you do it. But in that moment, in the past, it would have been hard to keep my peace, because like I'm here trying to help you, But it would have been hard to keep my peace. But in this moment, I was like, no, I'm gonna give this unconditional love. I don't need her to be like appreciative of me trying to help her out. I'm just gonna go help her. So I'm like sitting there, and I end up getting the ChatGPT to work, and I end up helping her with her homework. And there was also a freaking fire alarm that went off because the burritos were burning up the place. Not burning up the place, but the oven was smoking. She gets upset about that. And it's just like, it wasn't fazing me. It wasn't fazing me because I knew this was unconditional love. In that book, he talked about unconditional love, and like the love of Christ is to be able to just sacrifice yourself, sacrifice your needs completely. You don't need anything from it. If we can sacrifice our needs completely and let ourselves just give love fully, all of a sudden somebody else and how they react to what we're giving, we're not tied to that reaction. we're just trying to give that. And all of a sudden, my emotions towards it are better. I feel better. I don't get upset back. I don't get like, oh, like, why aren't you appreciating this? Nothing like that. And I'm sure that you guys have been in that situation where you feel like, I would really appreciate if you appreciate what I'm doing here. But, you know, even after this, after I helped her and did all that, after we took a second, she came to me and she was like, I'm sorry about that. Like, I'm sorry that I got mad at you. I really appreciate what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something as simple as that. So, being able to love fully, being able to lean towards that love. And it's a complete battle. I think we understand it's not easy to just be able to love people every single day. There's going to be things that happen, things that come up. But I think taking that conscious decision to lean towards that love and to be able to love from a place of full sacrifice, not needing anything from ourselves, that unconditional love. I hope you guys are able to lean towards that today. Do something that's going to make you think about that.